Welcome to the season of self-love, your daily dose of inspiration and encouragement. I'm your host, Nyomi Banks, and I am thrilled to be here with you today. This podcast is brought to you by Ask Nyomi and Elevate Me Self-Discovery. Are you ready to elevate your mindset and embrace the power of self-love? Well, have you come to the right place? Each day we'll dive into topics that will empower and inspire you on your journey towards self-discovery and personal growth. Whether you're looking to cultivate healthy relationships, boost your confidence, or find balance in your life, this podcast is here to support your every step on the way. We believe that self-love is the foundation of living a fulfilled and joyful life. And together we explore practical tips, insightful interviews, and transformative stories that will leave you feeling inspired and motivated. So join me Monday through Friday as we embark on this daily adventure of self-love. Tune in to the Season of Self-Love podcast to start your day on a positive note and discover the limitless potential within yourself. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Today is December 12, 2023. And my beautiful listeners, I want to welcome you back to the Season of Self-Love podcast. And I'm your host, Nyomi Banks. Today we will be diving into the most powerful theme, a very powerful theme, called Unleashing Tenacity. Let's explore how persistence and determination are not just about achieving goals, but are vital in nurturing to our self-growth. Today we're going to break it down. First, we're going to talk about defining what tenacity is, as well as overcoming our doubt and fears while using tenacity, setting goals and taking actions. And then we're going to cultivate a mindset by embracing failures and learning from our setbacks and building a supportive team, which we talked about yesterday, but we're going to again talk about it today, and also reflect and realign with it all. So what we're going to do is take a quick break, and then we're going to come back. And then we're going to kick this off with defining what tenacity is and how it is very crucial for your self-love journey. All right, it's your girl, the goddess Nyomi Banks, here on the Season of Self-Love, and we'll be right back. Hey, it's your girl, the goddess Nyomi Banks, and make sure you tune in every Thursday night to Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap podcast, where we talk about everything from love, sex, relationship, cultural differences, and so much more. We're bridging the gap between them all, and we even talk about spiritual uplifting. You need to stop by Neon.com, Mike, as well as the BTG crew. We have some amazing guests that come through. You never know. Just make sure you tune in Thursday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Go to AskNyomi.com and tell them Nyomi sent you.
Welcome to the Season of Self-Love podcast with Nyomi Banks, where every day is a chance to embrace self-discovery and personal growth. Join Nyomi on a transformative journey, streaming exclusively on Spotify and Breaker. With daily episodes from Monday through Friday, podcast is your daily dose of inspiration, motivation, and self-love. Dive deep into engaging conversations about self-care, mindfulness, and personal development. Nyomi brings you expert insights, practical tips, and uplifting stories from thought leaders in the field. Embark on a journey of self-discovery and unlock the power of self-love. Mark your calendars and tune in to the Season of Self-Love podcast, available every weekday on Spotify and Spreaker. Remember, it's time to prioritize yourself and embrace the beautiful season of self-love. Get inspired and join Nyomi Banks on the Season of Self-Love podcast.
I often find myself feeling stuck in my life and like I'm not reaching my full potential. But with Elevate Me, Self-Discovery, I've been able to tap into my inner self and discover what I truly want out of life. Elevate Me, Self-Discovery is an incredible program that combines video learning, self-help, and amazing audio to guide you through a journey of self-discovery. From feeling freedom and guided meditation to self-love and empowerment, this program is perfect for anyone looking to unlock their full potential. Don't let life pass you by.
All right, it's your girl, the goddess Nyomi Banks, here on the Season of Self-Love podcast. And today, our topic for today is unleashing tenacity. How persistent fuels your self-love journey. And I said that we were going to start off, we're going to kick it off with defining defining what tenacity is. And you see, tenacity is more than just stubbornness. It's a deep-rooted determination that fuels our journey towards self-love. It's about persisting through challenges and using our inner strength to grow and empower ourselves. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to kind of go a little deeper into this word tenacity. Because when I hear the word, and I'm just going to be very honest with you, when I hear the word tenacity, I always thinking more of like you're in a fight. I don't know why, but it's like I'm in the ring on a wrestling match and I'm fighting, or I'm running a race in that aspect. And I'm just going to be very candid with you all right now and say that I truly never thought about putting the word tenacity when it comes to self-love journey. And let me say this, is I have one of my good girlfriends, she used tenacity in her Tuesday tenacity all the time, and she listens to the podcast. And I look at it and I say, wow, I like the way that she uses the word tenacity in her healing journey. And so I wanted to kind of tap into that as well and possibly share that with you all today. And so when you're speaking of tenacity, tenacity refers to the quality of being persistent, determined and unwavering in a pursuit of goal or an objective. It is the ability to stay committed and resilient, and even in the face of challenges and setbacks or obstacles. So in the context of self-love journey, tenacity plays a crucial role. And I'm going to share with you a few ways on how tenacity can fuel your self-journey. But let me share this with you. So as I was on my way to drop off my baby girl to school this morning, I kept thinking tenacity, and how does that relate to me? And even when, as I break it down every day, our show is broke down in different forms. We're defining it on how we can use that word to overcome, a certain obstacle. Also how we use that word to describe on setting goals, on how we use that word, to embracing failure and just having a positive mindset, a positive goal mindset. And if you could remember just a few minutes ago, I was saying how I always view the word of tenacity in a different form and not putting that with my self-love healing or my self-love journey. So as I was dropping my baby girl off, I just thought about it. I said, wow, can I really give a personal experience using that word tenacity to better explain it in layman forms of what we speak in an ordinary instead of textbook form, to help my audience to know, to put tenacity into their life where they can see where that self-love journey can make sense to them, if that makes sense. And so as I was writing and I was talking to my baby on the phone while I was dropping my baby girl off, and I was like, I said, today's show is going to be something, I said, because we're talking about tenacity. And when I think about tenacity, I think in a total different form. But what it did make me do is it made me think about, and I'm going to say it. And when I think about it, I'm like, when I think about the word tenacity, I think it's like really, really hard times, like hard times. And I'm like, dang, was my past, was it really that hard? And when I say this, you're going to crack up laughing that I'm allowed to use that word like that, tenacity. Because when I sit here now today and I think about the challenges that I had before, and I'm sorry, but I'm going to say it, but comparing to the other stories in life that I've heard, I'm like, no, my life doesn't compare to them in the fact of having hard times, that I am allowed to use this word tenacity. And I know this is like, did you really just say that, Nyomi? I'm telling you, this is what I was feeling on my ride dropping my baby off at school. And I just kept thinking, and I was talking, I was like, wow, I thought about times that I was homeless, back in my when I was 19 and 20, but I chose to do that, and meaning that I had places to go. And it wasn't like I was homeless, like I was out there for months at a time. I just choose for a day or a week to not go back to the place that I was staying at because I was not comfortable there. And so I chose to live in my car. But I had places to go. You understand what I'm saying? And so when I think about, some of the challenges that I came through, for some reason that word tenacity makes it, and I guess even putting that word stubbornness on it, I feel like that even through that all, I don't know if it was the stubbornness that I had with it, or was it just a strong will and a need of change in my life. I don't know if that's making sense, but I'm hoping that it could come across to you all understanding, and maybe can even relate to me, even, speaking of the word tenacity. But and that's just a little bit that I wanted to share with you all now here. But even doing my research, and it was a lot of things. I said maybe I need to find a way to add in tenacity into my daily language, into my daily language, to where I can truly embrace that. Does that make sense? All right, so let me share this with you with the context of the self-love journey of using the word tenacity and how it plays a crucial role in how it fuels a self-love journey. One is by overcoming self-doubt. Tenacity allows you to push through self-doubt and negative self-talk, and it helps you to cultivate a mindset of perseverance and belief in yourself, and enabling you to overcome insecurities and embrace your worthiness. So even though this word tenacity is kind of like have sort of the same meaning as perseverance, but still it gives it, for me, it gives it a certain oomph to it. It gives it a nice little punch. Let's put a little bit more seasoning on that, more than what perseverance and resilience is. And the next one is resilience in difficult times. So in self-love, it's not always easy, especially when faced with hardship or failures, but tenacity helps you to bounce back from setbacks, learn from them, and continue moving forward on your journey, even when things get rough. So even though on a daily, even throughout my life, I use perseverance and resilience in my daily language, in my language, but tenacity, for some reason, I just was not using it. I just could not put A to B. I could not put them together, and I could not. And even this morning, even though I've written out this script, outline, research, did everything, I still was stuck, and I was even sitting this morning like, should I do this show this morning? Am I going to be able to relate to this show this morning? And all I heard was say, tell your story. Tell your story with this. And trust and believe you're not the only one that believed that. Trust and believe that other people thought that, and not that I wasn't worthy of the word tenacity, but that I felt like that my challenges and my trials and tribulations wasn't hard as others was, and that I had no need, no need to use that word tenacity in that form. Not that I was better then to use that word. I just thought that you had to really be on dire times, if that makes sense. All right, let's go on to the next one. Consistency in self-care practices. Tenacity ensures that you prioritize self-care consistently. It helps you to establish healthy habits and maintain a routine that supports your well-being, whatever it is. Setting your boundaries, practicing mindfulness and engaging in activities that nourish your soul. But tenacity keeps your commitment to self-care. And when I think about that, maybe that was that one word that was probably missing from my mind. Okay, so let me explain. In saying that maybe that was something that was missing, because when I look at the definition of tenacity, that is, for me, is just being very persistent, being very determined, being very unwavering of the pursuit of goal and objective. And really is the ability to stay committed and resilient. And I have to be very honest. Have I been very resilient in some of the things that I've done in life? I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say there has been times that I have slacked off, that I wasn't consistent in what I was doing. And sometimes I felt, not that I did not do the work, because I did the work, but I think it could have been done so much better, or I could have really gotten through with it instead of just letting it go, if that makes sense. So it's like times that I used to see myself that, I work hard. And when I don't get the results that I think I should have at a certain period of time, I will usually let it go. And I'm just being very honest. I will let it go. And now I'm imagining if at that moment, if I even knew that the word tenacity was a part of my vocabulary, that I can use it, would that have brought me through? Do y'all understand what I'm saying? So that's what I mean when I speak of the word tenacity, in the way that I didn't think that well, not that I think, but now that I think that was probably a word that was missing from my vocabulary, from my mindset, to understand that even though I was persistent, in some things, and I persevered through some things, but I stopped. So did I really go through an unwavering way? And I know you said, well, Nyomi, you're sitting here right now. You're sitting here and you're talking to us right now. And so you had to get through something to get here. But as I mentioned before, in the beginning of the hour, when I compare my life to others, and not as a good and bad thing, but when I do and I hear their story, it's like, man, it wasn't really that bad. You understand? It wasn't really that bad, because I was able to stop doing what I'm doing, sit back for a moment. And then if I choose to come back to it. So for me, I don't know if I was truly in any life or death situations as I thought I was at that moment, at that time. So when I say I was thinking about not doing this show today, well, this this topic today, is because I was truly unsure about it. I was truly unsure on how I can relate to it. And even though I speak about more things, I will be talking about more things that I didn't go through personally, but I truly feel that that's what makes this show so authentic, is because there are things that I do go through. and I like to share them with so people can understand how I got through it, but also how they can get through it as well. And then as I'm speaking and I'm talking about this topic, this tenacity, on how I didn't think that it was prevalent into my self-love journey, we're seeing it and hearing it in real time right now that it has, and that it will be. So yeah, because we can go on and on with, I just can go off on it, but I just want to give you these last few things. Breaking patterns and limited beliefs. Tenacity empowers you to challenge and break free from old patterns and limited beliefs that hinder your self-love journey. It encourages you to push beyond your comfort zone, face fears actively, and work towards creating positive changes in your life, and also to embrace growth and personal development. Tenacity fuels a growth mindset, pushing you to continuously evolve and develop as an individual. It encourages you to seek knowledge, learn from experiences, and make necessary adjustment on your self-love journey. And my last one is celebrating progress. Big or small, tenacity helps you to recognize and celebrate your progress, no matter how small. It reminds you to acknowledge and appreciate the steps that you've taken towards self-love, fostering a sense of accomplishment and motivation to continue. So all in all, tenacity is the driving force that fuels your self-love journey. It keeps you motivated, resilient, and committed to cultivating a deep and unconditional love for yourself. And with tenacity, you can overcome obstacles, embrace growth, and create a fulfilling and empowering life. All right, that was a lot right there. So let me do this. I want to take a quick break, and then I want to come back. And I just reminded myself, just even as I just got out of breath a little bit, just reading and just speaking, is that we didn't do any breathing exercises. So what I'm going to do, we're going to take a break, and then we'll come back, and then we're going to start off this next segment with a nice little breathing exercise so we can relax, all right? It's your girl, the goddess Nyomi Banks, here on the Season of Self-Love, and we'll be right back.
Are you ready to kickstart your journey to a healthier, more fulfilling life? Introducing Good Morning, My Sexy People, 90 Days to Kick Off Your Healing Living Journal by Nyomi Banks. This transformative journal is your personal guide to achieving physical, mental, and emotional well-being. With its easy-to-follow prompts and powerful exercises, you'll embark on a 90-day healing journey like no other. Each morning, as you open the pages of this journal, you'll discover thought-provoking questions, uplifting affirmations, and space to reflect on your progress. It's your secret weapon to breaking free from old patterns and embracing a healthier, sexier you. Say goodbye to self-doubt and hello to self-love. Good Morning, My Sexy People will empower you to make positive changes every single day. You'll develop healthy habits, cultivate gratitude, and unlock your true potential. Whether you're seeking to improve your fitness, boost your confidence, or find inner peace, this journal is your trusted companion. It's the support system you need to stay motivated, focused, and inspired throughout your journey. Don't wait another day to start living your best life. Good Morning, My Sexy People, 90 Days to Kick Off. Your Healing Living Journal by Nyomi Banks is available now on Amazon. Grab your copy today and begin your transformation. Remember, it's time to prioritize yourself, set your intentions, and unleash the sexy, vibrant person within. Get your copy of Good Morning, My Sexy People today, and let the healing begin.
Hey, this is Dog Pound Mike from Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap podcast. Come check us out every week. And remember, I'm no relationship expert. I just tell it like I hear it from McKenna. Get back at it.
All right, well, welcome back. It's your girl, the goddess Nyomi Banks, here on the Season of Self-Love podcast. And before the break, we were talking about tenacity, but also I forgot to do our morning breathing exercises and stretches. I truly do apologize. And I want to just do this for a quick little moment right now. If we can just get comfortable where we at, put our feet flat on the ground, on the floor, or wherever you are at. And I want you to take a nice deep breath, inhaling through your nose on a 4 count. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then release. Exhale out through your mouth with a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let's do it again. Inhale. And exhale out your mouth. Count of 6. One more time. Inhale through the nose on a count of 4. 4. Yes. Now exhale down. Count of 6 out your mouth. All right. Lift your right arm up. Yes. Little stretch. Pop. Open and close your fingers. Yes. Just like that. Take your right arm. Now put it behind your head. Yes, stretch to where you're trying to touch the middle of your back, just right behind your neck, right there. Yes, now what I want you to do, I want you to turn your head to the right. Bro, your hand is still to the back. All right, now I want you to turn to the left. All right, now bring that arm down. Bring your left arm up all the way to the top. Go into the roof. Open, close your hand. Yeah, just like that. Now take your arm, do the same thing you did with the right, put it behind your back. Now while you're doing this, remember to continue to keep breathing. Yes, stretch. Yes, now turn your head to the left. While your arm, your hand is still back there. Okay, bring it back. All right, stretch. Now bring both of your arms above your head. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Now while you're doing that, I want you to turn your palms where they're facing down, and I want you to bring your arms down to your side, and then stop at shoulder length. And then I want you to turn your palms up and down, forward, like rotate your arms. Yeah, like that. Yeah. Okay, now I just want you to bring them down. Keep breathing in and out. Bring your hands to your lap. Now it's time to roll the shoulders. I want you to roll them back. Deep breath in. Roll back. Ooh. Roll back again. Roll back again. Yes, now roll it forward. Breathe. Roll again. Breathe. Roll one more time. Breathe. Now shake. I know that was a little quick. A little quick. Roll your neck a little bit. Right. Left. Right. Left. I'm going to take your right hand and take your middle finger, your 3 middle fingers. I want you to put it right in between your breast and your chest right there. I want you to do a deep inhale through your mouth of a count of 6. 6. Hold and release. One more time. Push right there in between your chest, in between the breasts. I want you to inhale through the mouth on the count of 6. Hold. I'm going to count 3, and then we're going to release, all right? Let's go. Hold. Release. All right, I feel a little relaxed. I feel a lot of relaxed. All right. I'm feeling good. All right, so let's get back on this tenacity. Ooh, today we are talking about tenacity. Unleashing the tenacity. Yes, We're unleashing a tenacity. Man, I'm unleashing something that I didn't even know I got. Maybe that's why, because I hadn't unleashed it yet. I hadn't unleashed it yet. All right, so now we're going to talk about overcoming self-doubt and fear with tenacity, as well as we're going to talk about setting goals and putting them into action while using the fuel of the word tenacity. All right, with tenacity plays a very crucial role in overcoming the hurdles of self-doubt and fear. And it also, let's set clear and achievable goals and essential to our self-love journey. We will discuss how to stay focused and persistent in ensuring our actions that are aligned with our deepest desires. All right, so right now I have a few with you strategies that will help us to stay on track. So staying focused and persistent is aligned with our actions, and with our deepest desire, values require intentional effort and practice. So here are a few strategies to help us to stay on that track. One is to clarify your desires and dreams. Take the time to reflect and identify your core desires and values and what truly matters to you. And what do you want to achieve or experience in life? So ask yourself that question. What do you want to achieve or experience in life? Go to that mirror. Say, mirror, say, you girl, you boy. What do I really want to achieve? And what do I want to experience in life? Now, having a clear understanding of your desires and value will provide a solid foundation for aligning your action accordingly. Okay, so let me ask you this question. When choosing and deciding what your desires are and what you want to achieve and experience in life, what is that based off of? Is that based off experience? Is that based off the need to survive? Or is it based off your pure wants? That's a deep question. That's a deep ass question, ain't it? Because usually a lot of times that we tend to create goals and things that we want because of maybe something that we don't have. That's definitely something we're definitely going to look into next year during the season of dominating. That's the domination season that we're doing next year in 2024. And why I say this, because a lot of times when I used to sit down, and not just recently, just about a few months ago, it's truly understanding and knowing what my desires and want was, and not what I felt or what I thought someone else thought that I should have. Does that make sense? So more of what do I really want? What makes me happy? What are the experiences that I want to experience? And not because someone said you should experience this, or this is what you should be doing because you did A, B, C, and D. You know, I want to be able to experience life through my eyes, through my life. And yeah, it does. You know, our experience that we've had before, you know, kind of dictates that a little. But I believe that this is why we're going through the healing process and the self-love journey process, so we can know the difference. So when it's time to we truly answer these questions for ourselves, you know, what do we want to achieve and experience in life, that we can truly answer that with our authentic self and with our chest out. Y'all understand what I mean? And that's go with the set clear goals. Once you have identified your desires and values, set clear and specific goals that align with them. Break down your goals to smaller and actionable steps that you can work on consistently. And this will give you a roadmap to follow and keep your stay focused on what truly matters to you. So it was this movie that I was watching the other day by Tyler Perry called, I believe it's Acronym. And it had Taraji P. Henson, and it was another a guy, I don't know what his name is, actor, but he's his face is familiar. But in this one, he stayed true to what it was in his desire, in his dream. He truly believed in this. It was this equipment or this high-tech thing that he was creating. And he was fixed that is all that he was going to do and nothing else. It went as much as that he had married the Taraji P. Henson character, and they were going through difficult times. I mean, she worked hard to make sure, because she provided for his dreams. You know, she believed in him until where she couldn't believe in him anymore. And it wasn't because of her not believing. It's because of the outside voices. Her family members, her sisters were telling her that this is, you know, that this is just a pipe dream. But this man stayed stuck to his dream. And I know this is a movie, but you all have to watch this movie, because when I say at the end of this movie, everything, yes, I'm telling it, everything came true on every desire that he said that he wanted, from the boat, from the penthouse. And when people were trying to give him, lowball him with the money, he said, no, this is how I planned it. This is how I want it. I'm not going to settle for nothing less. So when I look at that, when I think of that for me, that's the meaning of tenacity. That for me is that staying clear of your goals and you're doing them, regardless to anything. I just wanted to share that with you all right there. All right, the next one is create a vision board or visual reminders. Like I mentioned to you before, like I told you this year, well, next year, but the end of this year, I'm going to create a different kind of vision board to where I'm going to make it as a building, as a skyscraper, and do it from there. Usually it's just a board where, you know, I have pictures and stuff like that. I have it on my wall right now, and I also have it in my phone and on my laptop and on my desktop. But of course, it's going to change, and I'm doing it a different way now, because now I have different buildings with different goals, big goals, but then there's little goals to get to those big goals up there. You understand what I'm saying? So I just don't have one massive goal. I have several massive goals. And now I need to create those vision boards to relate to all of those. Instead of putting them all in one vision board, I'm going to create separate ones. And that's why I wanted to create the skyscraper, the building, the elevation, the going up. You understand what I'm saying? Practice mindfulness. We talk about this all the time. And self-reflection. Regular practice mindfulness and self-reflection. Stay aware of it. Stay aware of your thoughts. Be in the moment. 5, establish a daily ritual and habits. Be consistent. Consistency is the key. And when I tell this to y'all, I constantly say this to myself. Because that is one of that, man, that woo. I had to slap my hand on that one, because I would do good for 2 weeks and then I will fall off. And then I get so mad at myself when I fall off that I don't get back to doing it for another 2 or 3 days. See, what I have to learn is that, no, you got to jump right back. Just because you did it that day, that don't mean that you have to. It's okay. Sometimes we need that day to relax. So need that day to just lay in the bed and don't fix your bed. Nope, I didn't fix my bed yesterday. Nope, I didn't. But I got up this morning and I fixed it. Now, if I had an excuse of why, nope, I just got out of my bed, washed my face, did everything that I needed to do, took me a shower, went in my golden room, came back, did the show, started the show, fixed breakfast for my baby, took her to school, dropped her off, came back, finished the show, and then I still did not fix my bed. I cleaned up everything around it, did some editing yesterday, but I still did not fix my bed. And later that night, I looked at it. As I was sitting at my computer, I turned around and I looked. I said, wow, I did not fix my bed today. I got in it, woke up this morning, still remembered that I did not fix my bed today. So as I was fixing my bed, I said, oh, so does that mean that I have to start all over? Is that what that means? That's a good question. Because I have broken my streak, do I start all over again? And then I thought about this. It's like, yeah, start all over again. Because now you can find you a different way to fix your bed. You can be more creative with something new with it. Find fun in it. Find fun in it. And so it's kind of like I wasn't so hard on myself. You understand what I'm saying? All right. Of course, surround yourself with supportive people. Embrace self-compassion. Remember staying focused and persistent in your journey. And it's normal to face challenges along the way. But be kind to yourself and practice self-compassion when things don't go as planned. Instead of being discouraged by your setbacks, use them as opportunities for growth and learning. And by incorporating these strategies in your life, you can cultivate focus, persistent, and aligning your actions with your deepest desires and values. All right. Time is really, really going. I've been doing some talking this morning. All right. Excuse me. My voice is just going back. All right, so let me see. I'm looking at my notes here. And we're going to do this. We're going to cut this a little short because I see that I am running out of time. So I wanted to say this real fast. I just want to, as we always do, we talk about incorporating gratitude within our everyday life. And how can tenacity combined with gratitude or enhanced with gratitude bring into the life is help with reflecting on our journey in life. And just as I spoke earlier today that I did not truly understand or connect with the word tenacity until I just started speaking with you all in real time, is that I found that using the word tenacity in my daily life in the past was probably a part of it that was missing. And I'm truly glad that I did do this show today, that I can realize that now moving forward, that I can now use this word and what's the definition of tenacity into my daily living, my daily ritual, my daily self-love journey in that. But also we talk about, and this is why I went off a little bit, but I want to go back into gratitude, that we talk about creating a daily routine with gratitude, incorporating the practice of gratitude into our daily routine. It can be a very powerful to cultivate positivity and shift your mindset. And a lot of times I say that, and a lot of times people, they think, like, how can I do that? How can I put gratitude into my daily life? What can I do? How can I do that, Nyomi? And so I'm going to share with you a few simple ways that you can make gratitude a part of your daily life and break it down, that it's not just journaling. You understand what I'm saying? But we're going to talk about a gratitude journaling. It's one of the ones. It's a more common one that we actually talk about. And this is where you can set aside a day, and preferably in the morning or evening, to write down things that you are grateful for. And it can be as simple as 3 things, and we speak this all the time, as well as elaborate as a detailed entry. But also, you can do gratitude in meditation. Yes, gratitude and meditation. Find a quiet space, sit comfortably, and bring your attention to your breath. And as you breathe in and breathe out, think about the things you are grateful for. Start with the basics, like having a roof over your head, food to eat, good health. And remember yesterday I was saying how sometimes when I get so overwhelmed with things, I go into my golden rose room and I sit in front of the mirror. And I look to my right and I look out the window. And I describe everything that is going on in the window. But also I thank God. I thank him for the vision, for my eyes that I am able to see, for my ears that I am able to hear. Because there are people there in the world that cannot see or cannot hear. And I am so blessed that I am able to do that. So in that moment, that overwhelmness goes away and I come into my humbling moment like, do you understand how blessed you are that you are able to see the colors on that tree? That you are able to see that bird fly, that squirrel run up that tree? That you are able to hear the rustling of the leaves? That you can hear that bird chirping? That you can hear the vroom of those cars? Have you ever witnessed and seen those videos that they have now when they give the people that's, matter of fact, that's colorblind, and they give them the glasses that now they can see color? They bring tears to my eyes. And then in that moment when I think about that, I'm like, girl, come on, let's get it together, let's get up, let's go do what you're supposed to be doing. Because you have the opportunity to do those things. A gratitude jar. One of my good girlfriends over there at Pretty Girl Certified, she has a joy jar. Well, she has a joy jar and she had a gratitude jar. And I still believe that she still has the gratitude jar, but also with her joy jar, she has that to where she sells it. You can go to her website. I believe it's still there. Pretty Girl Certified there. But that is a jar. You take a jar and some small pieces of paper. And every day write down something that you are grateful for on a piece of paper and put it in a jar. And then over time, the jar will fill up with these notes of gratitude. So whenever you're feeling down and need to boost the positivity, you can open this jar and read through the notes and remind yourself of things that you appreciate. And I remember doing this in one of my, a few months ago when I did the self-love course. And I had that as a pullout. But this really does work. It does. And let me tell you something. I'm about to be I'm so glad that I really did do this show and I went on and kept with it instead of going to another one. Because this is a reminder to me to go get that jar that your good girlfriend gave you and start doing it that way too. Yes, you write it in your journal, but do it in other ways. You can do it throughout the day. So as you walking past and you grateful for something, grab a piece of paper or a piece of bag and write it down and just drop it in there. You understand? This is where you can practice doing this every day, all day. The next one is express gratitude to others. Take the time to express your gratitude to people in your life, whether it be a simple thank you note or a text message or a face-to-face conversation. And this is something that I do every day. Every day. I text some of my friends. I text my siblings, my brothers and sisters, my good girlfriends, my daughters, my man. And they're like, why is you thanking me for? And then I explain what I'm thanking them for. And they be like, oh, Mom, okay. Like I'm an old sippy sap, but that's not it. That I am so grateful for them. And I am so grateful for the way that they love me. Because everybody can't love me the way that I need to be loved. And that they understand me. And sometimes everybody don't have that. And that I appreciate that. Social media shows it, man. Social media shows it, don't it? It makes you appreciate who you with so much more. That you are no longer looking to see if that grass is greener on the other side. You good with the people you get, man, please. In your gratitude walk. Take a walk in nature and use this time to reflect on the things you are grateful for. Pay attention to the beauty around you, the fresh air, the simple pleasure of being outside, and use this walk as an opportunity to reconnect with gratitude and allow it to uplift you and uplift your mood. So I want you just to remember with this is the key to be consistent with your gratitude practice by incorporating one or more techniques into your daily routine. So you'll progressively train your mind to focus on positive aspects of your life and foster on a sense of gratitude. So I know we got a little bit off of the tenacity, but I had to share that with you all on the different ways of gratitude so you can't just be stuck, because maybe you're not a person that sit down and write in a journal. Maybe that's not you. That ain't me, Nyomi. I don't do that. My handwriting scratchy. I couldn't even go back and read it all over again. And so if you can apply any of these practices into your daily routine of gratitude, please do. Please do, so it can help change your mindset to where it's a positive. So it can get you out of that negative, and so it can help you to build your self-love journey so you can have that intimate relationship with yourself. And just reflecting back on a little bit, I just want to reflect back on the powerful tools that we have given today, as well as throughout the whole few weeks. Just on this journey, like I said, I'm so excited. We're like 3-4 weeks in, really on doing this every day, and I am just truly still excited about it. I look at the outlines that I've created, the different topics, the words, and everything, and I'm so excited to do this. And it's going to be a lot of times that in real time that it's going to be a awakening moment and a revelation for me, just like today. Because I'm telling you, I was like, I don't know if I want to do this tenacity, because I don't know what story that I can share with it. Because in that moment, I didn't feel that tenacity was with me. Tenacity fit me, that it was a part of me. And as I see that it can be, and it is. And it is. All right, so as we wrap this show up, I want you to remember that tenacity is a beautiful expression of self-love, and it's about persisting in the face of challenges and embracing every part of your journey. I want to thank you for joining me and sharing this space with me. And I want you just to keep holding on to your tenacity and watch how it transforms your journey of self-love. And until next time, take care and keep loving yourself fiercely. Have a good one. Thank you for listening to the Season of Self-Love podcast. If you have any questions or would like to connect with us, you can follow us on social media. Just search for the Season of Self-Love on Instagram. And if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, feel free to email us at elevateme9999@gmail.com. And remember, you are worthy of love, growth, and happiness. So keep shining bright, and I'll see you tomorrow for another episode of the Season of Self-Love. Be good to one another and yourselves, and always keep it sexy. Send a light, love, and prayers.